Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Albert Einstein. Don't be ashamed by your mistakes. They only prove that you try hard and never give up. Riley Charkowski. Success lies in one's ability to learn from mistakes. Dr. Prem Jagyasi. Let all your regrets and mistakes become your sails and your rudders, and not your anchors. Sotero M. Lopez II. Isn't it nice to think that tomorrow is a new day, with no mistakes in it yet? L. M. Montgomery. My greatest hope regarding the future rests on the mistakes I've made in the past, for those are the most effective things I've got to build with. Craig D. Lounsborough. There are no failures if you learn and grow from your mistakes. There are only lessons learned. D. Waldick. When you find your path, you must not be afraid. You need to have sufficient courage to make mistakes. Disappointment, defeat, and despair are the tools God uses to show us the way. Paulo Coelho. The only people who don't make any mistakes are those who don't do anything. Kelvin Wong. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. Mahatma Gandhi. A mistake is only a mistake if you dwell on it. Let go and forgive. Akirok Brost. We learn from failure, not from success. Bram Stoker. Don't let the mistakes and disappointments of the past control and direct your future. Zig Ziglar. If people refuse to look at you in a new light, and they can only see you for what you were, only see you for the mistakes you've made, if they don't realize that you are not your mistakes, then they have to go. Steve Maraboli. The mistakes we regret the most are the ones we were too scared to make. Ollie Slaney. Well, we all make mistakes, dear, so just put it behind you. We should regret our mistakes and learn from them, but never carry them forward into the future with us. L. M. Montgomery. One of the basic rules of the universe is that nothing is perfect. Perfection simply doesn't exist. Without imperfection, neither you nor I would exist. Stephen Hawking. Smart people learn from their mistakes, but the real sharp ones learn from the mistakes of others. Brandon Mull. A man must learn from his own mistakes to be what he wishes to be. Leila Gifty Akita. I have learned all kinds of things from my many mistakes. The one thing I never learn is to stop making them. Joe Abercrombie. I have made so many mistakes, but I have learned a lot, and I'm confident to say, who never made a mistake never made any discovery. Bernard Kelvin Clive. All men make mistakes, but a good man yields when he knows his course is wrong and repairs the evil. The only crime is pride. Sophocles. Mistakes are, after all, the foundations of truth, and if a man does not know what a thing is, it is at least an increase in knowledge if he knows what it is not. Carl G. Jung. Success does not consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same one a second time. George Bernard Shaw. The sooner you make your first 5,000 mistakes, the sooner you will be able to correct them. Kimon Nikolaides. Don't confuse poor decision-making with destiny. Own your mistakes. It's okay, we all make them. Learn from them so they can empower you. Steve Maraboli. Forget your mistakes, but remember what they taught you. Vanetta Chapman. It takes guts and humility to admit mistakes. Admitting we're wrong is courage, not weakness. Roy T. Bennett. We make our discoveries through our mistakes. We watch one another's success, and where there is freedom to experiment, there is hope to improve. Sir Arthur Thomas. The greatest mistake you can make in life is to be continually fearing you will make one. Elbert Hubbard. We all mess up. It's what we learn from our mistakes that matters. Lauren Miracle. Everyone makes mistakes. The important thing is to not make the same mistake twice. Stephanie Perkins. Mistake is a single page in a part of life, but relation is a book of dictionary, so don't lose a full book for a single page. Rebecca Palm Rose. One mistake does not have to rule a person's entire life. Joyce Meyer. Embrace being perfectly imperfect. Learn from your mistakes and forgive yourself. You'll be happier. Roy Bennett. We often need to lose sight of our priorities in order to see them. John Irving. It's not a person's mistakes which define them. It's the way they make amends. Freya North. Mistakes are painful when they happen, but years later, a collection of mistakes is what is called experience. Dennis Waitley. And a step backward after making a wrong turn is a step in the right direction. Kurt Vonnegut. Our mistakes and regrets are not barriers to becoming who we can be. They are a necessary ingredient. David Schnark. Mistakes are the growing pains of wisdom. William Jordan. Mistakes are the usual bridge between inexperience and wisdom. Phyllis Thoreau. Failure is instructive. The person who really thinks learns quite as much from his failures as from his successes. John Dewey. To make no mistakes is not in the power of man, but from their errors and mistakes, the wise and good learn wisdom for the future. Plutarch. If you are afraid to take a chance, take one anyway. What you don't do can create the same regrets as the mistakes you make. Ian Van Zandt. We have to make mistakes. It's how we learn compassion for others. Curtis Sittenfeld.